Hello Gundam fans, today we have a new suit to me. It's the Geara Zulu, but for Angelo Sauper. And this is from Mobile Suit Unicorn. I haven't seen this animation, so it's a relatively new concept for me. It says here on fandom it's a commander use long range assault mobile suit. And let's see, 20 meters tall, 60 tons. And there's the blurb about it. Yeah, the guy's a good pilot, so he gets a souped up version. It seems to be basically a Geara Zulu with some Sinanju parts or something. Alright, well, I pulled up some images from the website here. So now we have Mobility Joint Volume 4, and this is the fourth and final robot in this selection. The other four are accessory packs, which you can see here. So the first four robots and the accessory packs, but I decided to skip the accessory packs because I already bought this one with that green one, and this is just a bunch of weapons. It seems it doesn't seem to actually modify the appearance of this so much. You never know, maybe in the future I'll get it. But so in Mobility Joint 4 there's no instructions. In the past, the previous waves, I think they had them on the box, but nope, we just gotta figure this out. Luckily there aren't too many parts. I think we can figure it out. Careful not to cut through the pieces, and you'll notice those annoying foil stickers. They work okay on flat surfaces, but anything with three-dimensionality, you know, multiple surfaces, I find those stickers to be horrible. They just don't work well. I'm gonna have to probably drill this mono eye out and put in my own gem bead, but you might want to fast forward. I'm gonna clip this off here. These parts are numbered, so in this case these two are symmetric because they're both numbered 1. But the odd numbers are basically the right side of the body, and the even numbers are the left side of the body. So in this case these two things are asymmetric. But not this one. This one's just in the center. So that's 3. I assume that's on this side, but maybe it has to do numerically. I don't know. We'll find out. Actually, I do feel that number 2 is going to be on the right side of the body, but we'll find out when I assemble it. See, now this foot is 2 and 2, so they're symmetric. You don't need to worry. Same with the forearms above it, so these can just go into the middle pile. The box says you'll need clippers, and it's true, but you're going to have ugly tear marks. I'd rather have small, ugly clip marks than big, ugly tear marks. Yeah, so basically all these parts seem pretty much symmetric. They're all, not many are left and right. Some tight areas for these clip areas. Yeah, even these shoulder pads are symmetric. And the legs are going to get covered up, so you definitely don't need to waste time clipping those off. But these are exposed. Alright, so pink Bandai, you can use the sticker. It's okay, but I prefer the jewel beads, so what I do is I have a needle just to start a pilot hole. It's very easy to, you can't just drill into it because it won't be centered. Trust me, I've tried many times and I've messed up many times. So you literally have to take this and center just the needle. Then I have a small drill. Carefully start that. Yeah, see, it's not even centered. The drill bit wanders. Yeah, so that's not good. The drill towards there. It's because there's this central ridge here. I didn't sand it down. Oh, now I've scratched it. You know what? This drill bit's just no good. I'm gonna get rid of it. Luckily, I have another drill bit already chucked here. Here, I scratch that up. Alright, well, it's roughly centered. And I use this Alexan flat hole maker. Still not centered. Well, it's good enough. Not 100% centered. Try doing that through your mobile phone. Okay, so I gotta get some crazy glue and a bead. Although it's supposed to be pink, I decided to go with green just because the rest of the whole thing is almost like a pink. It's kind of magenta. I've also tried using this sticker on my other green Geara Zulu and it just didn't work well, so I'm not going to bother putting any of these on. Yeah. I think it looks fine though, without it. See? It still has a three-dimensional logo. You know, you could go and add black paint wash to bring it out, but I'm going to just leave it alone for now. It's nice that they painted, you know, the hoses here. Alright, so the frame here is obviously put together. Start with the legs, since they're all symmetric. These are the bottom of the legs, and you'll have the hole in the back. And the front of the legs is a peg and a hole, and this is the kneecap, so it must go like that. And then the back has to have the matching small holes up top. Okay, so that's one leg. Snap it in. Actually, you might want to clean up the clippings, but I've kind of passed that point now on something like this. I think it looks good enough. Alright, so now you want to put the peg into the back here. Nice Nice snapping sound. Nice snapping sound again. Okay, the forearms and the hands here. Since they're symmetric, forearms, it just doesn't matter what side you put in. Yeah, see, my clippers are getting dull, so that's not very good. Oh well. I know the backpack. This thing goes here. You want this hole towards the back so you don't see it. So it's like that. Okay, the backpack. The head here. Got some hoses already painted, which is nice. And you can actually adjust the mono eye through this little slot here, so it's kind of neat, right? Because it's kind of a pain to take the head apart. Granted, you are going to need some fingernails. Okay. This is the rear. It's got a peg to hold a weapon in the back. Pop the backpack on while we're here. Okay, this is the crotch piece and 2 shield pieces. So it goes there. This goes, you see there. Nice snap. And this is the front skirt. So you get some articulation, you know, with the little shield parts. Okay, so now these seem to be symmetric also, and these are a real pain. Like, they always want to fall off. I also would, well, I guess we might as well put this on. So these go on top. It's just a little tab. And it kind of goes around the spikes, which is kind of neat. I don't know if they go that way. Where's the box? Nope, I got it wrong. Some of them, the slots are horizontal, but in this case, the slot is more vertical. Going to that photo, right? The purple wants to be on the out. The dark color wants to be on the outside. I don't think I put that in right. It's just way too close. Yeah, I put that. Interesting, you can miss the mark like that. Alright, here's a little antenna. Gotta kind of wiggle it in. Very tight fit. I don't think it's gonna fall out. Alright, so articulation wise, not much in the head. I mean, you can just see how close it is to the chest here. So you can rotate it, but well, if you lift it up, you can get a little bit down, but it's colliding in the back, and then a little bit of side to side. The shoulders can go up, well, darn it, this thing always falls off though. If you hold it in place, it can go up and down quite a bit. In the torso, there's a butterfly effect there, and then the actual arm can bend out, but it's going to make this armor fall off, so be mindful of that. Then there's a ball peg for the forearm, and it can bend a little over 90 degrees, it looks like, a little bit. Nah, I'd say it's 90 degrees. The hands, though, only a few degrees of movement. The more you pull out the peg, the more movement you can get, or just push it all the way in there if you want to have no gap. Alright, there is a actual, like, side-to-side pivot right up in there, but it doesn't go front to back, so there's no ab crunch, really. None at all. It's just the knees bending right now. So the leg can go back and that far before it collides with the armor. And then this front armor can go a little bit up. And then you can bend the knee around 90 degrees. So that's kind of as far forward as I can get it. Obviously you can see the torso twisting there. The torso peg is pretty long, so you could, spread it apart if you want to get a whole lot more articulation, but then it starts looking unnatural. A really gappy robot. Okay, well, and then the feet, they're on a ball peg as you saw me put it together, so decent movement really all around because this armor is pretty widespread. And then the robot's so light, you can get a pretty decent posing out of it. Bend that knee, right? So right now the joints are all new and tight. I don't know what's going to happen long term, but also there's a peg hole stand, so you can have it flying. Naturally, this isn't very appealing, but they had to save money somewhere. These model kits are so cheap, I can totally understand. I'd rather have hollow feet in paint than solid feet and no paint, right? So I'm cool with it. These little grooves are if you do buy an extra pack, you can put like ammo packs there. I'll show you with the green one. So all this guy comes with is a heat hawk, and there's a little peg on the side, and you can plug that into these holes in the backpack if you want. Right, so that's kind of neat if you want to store it, but obviously you probably want to have him actually just holding it. Not sure if I should paint that yellow. It looks like it's already ignited, so maybe that would be better off painted, but alright. Okay, so here's the green Geara Zulu. And you'll see this one also has the EX accessories. So it has this crazy backpack slash cannon antenna thing. But besides that, this thing has like a Zaku shield here, right? So that's quite different there. But otherwise it's generally the same. The chest piece is molded differently. This commander has more wings on his emblem. That one does not. So that's a difference as well. And then yeah, so they look pretty different enough for me that I definitely like having both of them. All right. Here's a Zaku 2 from the very first collection, and this has a lot of the EX parts on it as well. So it's got this big rifle, and then some extra ammo packs, and really big high mobility leg coverings. Here's a Geara Doga, and this one has some accessories as well from that accessory pack, and so that doesn't have the horn or the antennae. This is a different Geara Doga. I think it's the Resin Schneider one, or someone Resin. It's got a commander thing here, and then again it's got a similar like mega backpack cannon, but the cannons are actually different. So that EX set is different from that EX set. So it's nice that Bandai went through that trouble. So top view. Let me get these out of the way. We're going to put this guy up on a stand. So this is just a 1/12 scale action figure stand. I don't know what brand it is. It does say Bandai on the bottom, so it's probably like an SH Figure Arts stand. And so, yeah, it's a 3mm peg. Just got twisted in there. And yeah, you can now have some more ridiculous poses, flying through space or whatnot. Unfortunately, his head just doesn't want to articulate much. It's colliding with that backpack. And then actually, the back view there is unsightly, but I don't display my models on rotating stands, so I'm going to display like this and never see the back of those feet. Okay, well, thank you for watching today. I think this one's pretty good, even without paint. I think it looks good enough. Technically, these blue things I think are supposed to be the bottom of the feet, going around the rim of the feet, and then you have the cuffs on the sleeves. But as I've tried this before on the green one, it just doesn't work. It's not worth the trouble. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next mobility joint video. Bye.